NBA 2K TV, we have the 2020 NBA 2K League champions Wizards District Gaming. And now's the time to jump into my league. We take you through the mode, plus in-game events and your top plays.
$2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to TA.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. So the next starting five. Durant plays the four with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the two guard. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the one. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Tice. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the court.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's the three. Kept alive by Boston.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Gordon Hayward may not have the biggest frame in the NBA, but this guy will make up for it with aggressiveness.
Irving against Walker. Allen. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
To the middle and taken away by Brown. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Hayward passes to Walker. At the top of the key, Tice. And here's Tatum for three. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
On its way from Irving for two. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Hayward on the wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Brown. Oh, that's offensive interference. And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Irving. Harris's shot is off. Boston leading by 6. Shoots from 12. Tatum gets the bucket.
When we are talking about Jason Tatum, we're talking about a 6'11" wingspan. This is why he's so effective coming up with second chance points.
Here's Luwawu. Kicks it out to Prince. To stop the run. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
Now here's Smart. Fires from 14. They get it back. The kick out to Tatum. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Nets.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from three-point range. The Celtics with the lead. Over in the corner, Brown. Tatum passes to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
That is the strength of Enes Kanter on display. This guy is so good at staying with his shot, even when there's bodies around him.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. The Celtics shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Kanter against Jordan, and he makes that one.
You can see why DeAndre Jordan, for his career, over 65% field goal shooting. So close, so easy.
Now here's Smart. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Elbow shot is on the way. There's Williams. The kick out to Tatum. Prince against Smart. A second chance effort. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending. And yet the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And so it's Boston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They have made it very tough. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Celtics leading by 11. Williams dishes to Walker. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Shot from the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
The offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, DeAndre Jordan making his presence felt at the offensive end. Nice.
The Nets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Walker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Celtics lead by 9.
How about the outstanding concentration from the veteran? Kemba Walker so adept at staying in control through these finishes.
And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Harris is checked in. Here's the teardrop. The shot by KD. No good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Smart kicks to Tatum. And good that time.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Now Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the Nets miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's blocked, and he gets it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. To the paint. Out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD with it. Now guarded by Tatum. 5 on the clock. Durant the pass to Allen. And it's blocked. .121 left to play in the first half. Tatum passes to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Here's Luwawu. Ended by Hayward. Looking to end the run. Allen. And it's denied. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Brownie's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And the Nets also making a change. Prince is checked in for Durant. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Here's Wanamaker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Tatum against Harris. The three. Tatum no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Harris finds Dinwiddie. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Here's Wanamaker. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. Out in front of the half is Boston. They have a 13-point lead. And Shaq.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a grinding performance from him up to this point. His work on the boards in that first half was terrific.
Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold. The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Left side Walker from outside the arc. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving with it, picked up by Brown and taken away by Brown. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jordan's checked in. Walker taking his time here. Pass to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
That's just too easy. Kemba, the innate sense to find the open player. Well done.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Walker against Irving. Goes up on the wing. Not going to go that time. And it's Boston the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Walker. Shoots over Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Brown finds Williams. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Over to the left wing. On the pass to Brown. Outside, Walker. Here's Hayward. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And then for Brooklyn, Prince is checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Wanamaker misses. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Outside, Smart. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, what phenomenal work deep inside the post. Smart, willing, and able to get himself to the line.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
And guys, I think the future is so bright for Jared Allen. We're talking about an athletic, mobile big man who has already proven to be an accomplished two-way player.
And the Nets making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Smart dishes to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
It's Crawford with the drive.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Smart.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Brown with it, picked up by Harris. The kick out to Tatum. Back to Brown. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tatum finds Brown. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Crawford looking over the floor. Lets it go with a three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Crawford, no one around him. And the three off target. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
And to me, guys, there's a level of physicality that Enes Kanter provides that's important to his team. He is unafraid of anyone, and that in and of itself is crucial.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Celtics leading by 17. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Nets. Taurean Prince is out there with Harris. And there's Jarrett Allen. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Boston leading by 17. Now here's Walker. Williams in the post, guarded by Prince. Brown against Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Celtics lead by 19.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Irving kicks to Dinwiddie. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in. KD's checked in for the Nets. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Irving against Brown. Outside, Walker. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's sent back by Allen.
Wow, Jarrett Allen twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Hayward finds Tatum. Walker against Dinwiddie. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Irving looking for an opening. With the putback. And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got his first bucket in this one.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jarrett Allen.
The three from Tatum. A rebound by the Nets.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Irving. And KD throws it down.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Outside Tatum. Hayward kicks to Tatum. The kick out to Brown. KD with it. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. And stolen by Tatum. Hayward goes in, and Hayward with the stuff.
That's That's the attacking mentality of Gordon Hayward. If he sees a lane to the basket, he will seize that opportunity.
Pulls it from the elbow. They get it back. Allen. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Over Tice. And it's Irving missing.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Brown finds Tatum. Back to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. There's the three. It's Brown on the wing. Tatum drives in. Passes it to Tice. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Boston.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jason Tatum.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Here's Brown, and he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 19.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Irving with a clean look, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Fires from the line, goes back up, and Allen with the nice bucket inside.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wanamaker. From deep three-point range, misses. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
for some 2K TV? Well, we've got some exciting stuff for you this week.
That's right. This week we are talking about the best of the best, the NBA 2K League. And guess what? Season 3 recently wrapped up, and we have crowned a new champion.
Yes, congratulations to the 2020 2K League champions, Wizards.
The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game.
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. Lowry. They get it back, and Ibaka is right there.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Irving surveying the floor. For 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Irving after the Raptors pick up 2. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Outside Lowry. Makes it off the glass.
And really, Lowry has made his career off delivering through contact. Really one of the strongest point guards in this league.
Irving against Lowry. That one goes in. Irving's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Ibaka, and Ibaka is right there.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here's Irving. He has 5. Here's Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Here's Lowry. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Unafraid to challenge you inside, Lowry's a scoring threat on all 3 levels.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, 1 step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
4 on the clock. Steps back and fires. The putback. Toronto grabs the miss. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Irving. And then Durant with the jam.
The anticipation of Kyrie steals it away, kicks off the fast break.
Lowry with the ball, guarded now by Durant. Lowry kicks to Siakam, passes it to VanVleet. A step back shot here. That shot off. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. They trail by 1. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Lowry passes to VanVleet. Anunoby with it. LeVert defending. Count that one from VanVleet.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Irving. He has 5. Outside for KD. Over Siakam. Dinwiddie outside. 3 on the clock. There's the triple. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Van Vliet. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 9 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Jordan. And a missed layup. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Raptors. They lead by a bucket. Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thoughts.
It was always a team, and I think we don't.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Raptors. There's Boucher out there with Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Davis in at the point. 4 on the shot clock. Jordan kicks to Prince. No good with the triple. Toronto leading by 4. And here we go. Powell, that's good.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Harris. Powell pulls it in. Raptors shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. There's Hollis-Jefferson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hollis-Jefferson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
The Raptors have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Dinwiddie against Davis. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Dinwiddie.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Hollis-Jefferson passes to Davis. To the inside, and stolen by Jordan. And, oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. OG Anunoby's checked in for Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Lowry in for Davis. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. LeVert's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Anunoby against LeVert. And the shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Better facing up than back to the basket. Steal. Anunoby gets it done from the mid-range.
And he gets it to go. Irving's got 7 points.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Powell kicks to Anunoby. Powell with it. Siakam outside. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Durant. Here's Lowry. 54 seconds left in the first half. And the layup falls. 6 points for him.
It is so hard to stay in front of a guy like Kyle Lowry because he is so quick laterally with the ball.
And a wide open look for Irving. Offensive rebound. Launches it. Nets passing it around. LeVert finds Irving. And no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Durant sends it back. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Powell. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Here's VanVleet. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. VanVleet's got 5 now.
This is what I like about Lowry, not just looking for his shot, even though he's an excellent scorer.
On its way from Irving for 2. Gets a very good look and converts.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as big as it got. And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Second half underway. Here's who Jack Vaughn's got on the floor. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Irving against VanVleet. And Siakam has it in the corner. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And the Raptors with some changes. Chris Boucher's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Pascal Siakam. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Prince is checked in for LeVert.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's beloved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
For three, Van Vliet. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Nets trail by 6. Irving kicks to Jordan. Dinwiddie with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. And Jordan gets it to go.
Every year, DeAndre gets a little more comfortable scoring the basketball. That play being a prime example.
Boucher, good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Irving for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Tries to save it. Gasol kicks to Boucher. Launches a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dinwiddie passes to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Aggressive move by KD. It gives this team a different attitude when he's attacking the rim.
Lowry against Irving. Lowry passes to Hollis Jefferson. Outside for Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Step back shot. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by KD. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Van Vliet. It's tipped.
Torian Prince saying, not on my watch. Spectacular D.
And the Raptors making a change here. Powell's checked in. Harris is checked in for the Nets. Here's Gasol. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Terrence Davis in for Hollis Jefferson. The Nets also changing it up. Allen comes in for Kevin Durant. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Dinwiddie. Powell, no one around him. And again, Toronto no up. Nets trail by 6. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Certain things make Prince a tough cover. Strength, long arms, quickness that can surprise you.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Prince. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. The lead is 2. Allen against Siakam. And Jordan sends it back.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
Harris passes to Jordan. Back to Harris. Looking for Allen and gets it there. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Allen's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You could deny or you can just front the post.
Siakam inside. Pass to Anunoby. 3 seconds left. And it's sent back by Allen. Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. We'll be back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. And it's Davis in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Irving against Anunoby. Left side, Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Raptors with the lead. Powell, the pass to Ibaka. Excellent D there from Allen.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be.
Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty. When you're that long and that athletic, I'll tell you, KD has the ability to put a little extra on it.
Powell against LeVert. And it's sent back by KD. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over LeVert. Misses off the right iron.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Outside Irving. To take the lead. That shot no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Davis finds Lowry.
You know, he's a tough kid who comes from a tough town. Philadelphia. You just love Lowry's spirit and his fight.
First free throw is good. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Davis. And the Nets also making a change. Dinwiddie is checked in for Karis LeVert.
OG Anunoby out of Indiana. He was the 23rd pick in the 2017 draft. Another great draft selection that day. Slipped due to injuries concerns, but he's been great.
Now the pass to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
Here's Siakam. Durant with some nice D.
And Smitty, with OG Anunoby, he has a very high ceiling with what he can become.
Greg, OG Anunoby can impact the game on both sides of the ball, which is fantastic. He's a solid defender, and with the ball in his hands, he's very smart, making good decisions. This team is very excited to see his development.
But he gets it back. Anunoby passes to Lowry. Over Irving. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Three-pointer. And it's VanVleet with the rebound. Toronto trailer. Beyond the arc. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. And then Durant with the dunk.
He keeps a low profile, but make no mistake, KD lives for the big shots.
Lowry feeling it out of him. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Siakam. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Irving up top, covered by Siakam. From past the arc, the rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Dinwiddie with the steal. And another fast break for Brooklyn. The Nets are running. On the wing, Irving. .112 left to play here in the fourth.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Lowry from outside gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the shot by Lowry is the definition of clutch. He relishes being the man in these moments.
Now Irving takes a three. They get the rebound. Allen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 1. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Jared Allen.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Lowry drives in. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
To the left side wing. Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Money!
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. It's off. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. A narrow win under David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge.
Wizards District Gaming. Man, that's so exciting, and I know they fought through a tough and challenging season, even beating an undefeated team along the way.
We caught up with a couple of the members from Wizards District Gaming to talk about their journey to the title.
$70-55. Wizards are going to win the championship.
Ah, that's beautiful. A view of Allison.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now here's Irving. Over Simmons. The putback. It's good on the putback.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
In transition, here come the Nets. Irving for 3. Allen. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Embiid kicks to Richardson. Here's Simmons, and it's sent back by KD.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Irving can't get it to go.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaway.
That one falls.
And they can breathe a little easier on their 4th shot. They finally hit the target.
Irving surveying the floor. Keeps it alive and staying with the play. Allen. Allen's got 6.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Richardson with it, guarded now by Durant. Harris passes to Simmons. Allen with the rebound.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Dinwiddie finds Irving. 3-pointer. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
A 3 from Simmons. Here's Embiid, and it's sent back by Allen. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Lets it fly. They grab their own miss.
And you really can't say that it's like they've been lights out here on this run, but they are just getting a lot of second chance opportunities.
Now here is Harris. Kicks it out to Richardson. Horford dishes to Embiid. Richardson the pass to Harris. Now here's Horford. Guarded by KD. And here are the Nets. They're on a 10-2 run here. Irving for 3. That one no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Horford good.
Although he's not truly a dominant rebounder, Horford will find a way to beat you once in a while if you fail to put a body on.
Outside Irving. Irving double team. To the left wing. Outside KD. Irving against Simmons. Back to KD. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The 76ers trail by 8. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's just the big boy muscle of Harris, a real energizer who just fights through contact on his shots.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Al Horford. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Luwawu. Inside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Count the basket.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the 76ers. They trail by 7. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Dinwiddie outside. Tipped away. It's Prince on the wing. And there's the pass to Harris. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Robinson's checked in for the 76ers. A nice shot by Jordan.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Thibault. No good. Shot missing. Prince with the defensive effort. Pulls up. High post. No good. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for those who want to.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard position. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Korkmaz.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. Tough.
But they'll get another chance. Scott pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Works for 3. A rebound by the Nets. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Thibault. And here's the fast break. Scott leading the way. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Scott's got his first 2 points. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And a new group in for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. Karis LeVert's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the contest. Pass to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Richardson. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by KD. And on the way from Irving for 3, kept alive.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Horford finds Simmons. Back to Horford. Now here's Richardson. Pass to Embiid. Excellent D there from Allen.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Allen surveying the D. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
And this has been a great job of just getting it.
And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have, Greg, a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same. .105 left in the second quarter. And the Nets miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot two at the line. For Brooklyn, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And Allen drops them both. Jordan, he's checked in for Harris. Simmons against Irving. Over Simmons. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
In transition, here come the Nets. Durant's got the ball. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Harris has got 5 points so far.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Brooklyn.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Irving. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And the feel Irving has for the mid-range game, effective at working this area of the court.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer, no good. Lobbed up there for KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Remarkable strength on the alley-oop. Durant, he's taking no prisoners.
And so it's Brooklyn holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See,
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. It was Jared Allen who got hot in the first. He had 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 block. And that should do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And last season, Richardson battled some injuries. Took some time to adjust to playing in Philly, but eventually it all came together.
Yeah, G, you knew that a hard worker like Richardson would find his role. I mean, the guy's so competitive. He's as competitive as it gets. He brings that fire on defense and always believes his next shot will fall.
Irving against Simmons. Dinwiddie. No good on the triple. The 76ers trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
He was such a smart player, such a smart player. Richardson understands the value of the fast break hoop.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And the Nets miss again.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Embiid finds Horford. From outside, off the mark.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
A deep three from Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Dinwiddie outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Out to Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Richardson attacking. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Dinwiddie. Down low. Left side, Irving. Shot clock at 6. Here's the step back. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Irving. On its way from Burks for 2. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie. Jordan's got 6. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Feeds it to Jordan. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 10 points for him.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Here's Thibault. Good on the bucket.
Oh, you have to appreciate the ball moving and the commitment to getting a high percentage look.
1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Dinwiddie with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Great positioning on the putback.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Burks for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. 34 seconds left in the third. Here's Luwawu. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Scott. And it's Shake Milton in for Glenn Robinson III. And the Nets making a change here as well. Durant's checked in for Luwawu.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Doak. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Brooklyn has possession. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot.
I admire the confidence of Irving, always on the attack, superb at penetrating towards the rim.
Milton the pass to Embiid. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Back to Embiid. And the pass to Milton. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn leading by 23. LeVert kicks to Prince. Fires top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving. Now Embiid fires for 3. That one misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Irving for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's got his first 3 of the game. Took more than a half to do it, though.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Shoots the 3. And the Nets another 3.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Milton kicks to Richardson. Horford high post. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. For 3, Harris. Philadelphia with a new shot clock. Here's Milton. That one's off. Still out of sync.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Here's Irving. And it falls over the rim and in. Irving's got 21 in the game.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Another miss by Philadelphia. The Nets have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Steps back and shoots. Again, the Nets for 2.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Harris. Lays it up and banks it in.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Brooklyn.
Irving against Richardson. The tray. And again, it's Kyrie Irving with the triple. He's got 26.
You want to know what sets up Irving's drives? I mean, his ability to hit from distance, his handles, his game. He has it all.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Harris, no good. The Nets have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Outside Irving. Fires from 14. Drained for 2 points.
The tenacity Irving plays with is infectious. I mean, staying in attack mode, scoring in a variety of ways.
Here's Milton. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. a dominating performance for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeAndre Jordan.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
And on the way from Irving for three. Second chance shot. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Irving's got 31 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And here's Brooklyn. This run now up to 22 points to 2. He dishes it to Jordan. Irving passes to Jordan. He can't hit that time. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
shift. They do it in 4 games.
Today we have some very special guests on 2K TV. They are the current NBA 2K League Season 3 champions, Wizards District Gaming. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right, so let's get started. You guys had the #1 overall draft pick, and you guys ran the course through the season all the way through the play.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
But traffic in New York. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at center. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. Now here's Walker. Over Irving. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Brown the pass to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Irving way outside. Good on the triple.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find it.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid is only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level, and he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Clock at 4. Count it.
You know, Walker can be absolutely deadly from mid-range, and he knows exactly how to shake free for the shot he wants.
Irving passes to Allen. Back to Irving. Launches a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Tatum passes to Walker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Walker's got his second bucket.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Brown. After the basket by Brooklyn, shoots over Dinwiddie, and it's Brown missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got 8 points.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Outside, Walker. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Karis LeVert. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Celtics also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Now here is Irving. He's got 8. Back to Harris. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Count it good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Wanamaker. He's covered by Irving. Smart dishes to Cantor. Back to Smart. Jordan against Cantor. Takes the three. The rebound by Prince. Nets leading by 6. Lobbed up there for KD. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Luwawu is checked in for Kevin Durant. Robert Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Tatum. Here's Wanamaker. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Dishes it to Brown. Feeds it to Williams. Passes it to Williams. Clock at 6. Williams. And Williams is right there.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Here's Irving. And it's in there. Irving's got 10 points in the game. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Williams is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the guard position.
Gorgeous looking jumper from Brown. The more attempts he gets from there, the better his jump shot becomes.
Irving kicks to Prince. Pass to Luwawu. Left side Irving. Here's Jordan. The pass to Luwawu. Here's Irving. Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 4. Floats it up for Williams, and Williams throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Offensive rebound. Jordan the pass to Prince. Fires from deep. And the Nets miss again. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
What an athlete this kid is. Brown, it's just fun watching him get up and throw it down.
Here's Irving following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Outside Irving. Irving double team. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Walker's shot is off. No good from Durant. Celtics trail by 4. Oh, Oh, Tatum in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
And KD, here we go.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Got a hand on it.
Super recognition that time to come up with the block shot, as LeVert was quick to recognize where he was and get off the ground.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Marcus Smart. Now here's Walker. Pass to Hayward. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Cantor. The kick out to Tatum. Dinwiddie with the steal. Allen with it. Cantor covered. Oh, Dinwiddie in position. And stolen by Hayward. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Here's Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
A lot of quickness on that drive. Walker loves forcing the pace. Excellent at drawing contact.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. And so Walker nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Dinwiddie against Walker. Outside for Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go. Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Tatum down low. Kicks to Cantor. Back to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tice passes to Tatum. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Chalk up 2 there. LeVert's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And that's...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Now, here is Irving. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the 2 teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the 2 teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the 3 and also
protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And it's off from three-point range. Nets leading by 10. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Celtics also changing it up. Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and timing to stifle shooting.
The Nets making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Smart's checked in for Boston. Irving for three. Shot clock reset for the Nets. It's Prince on the wing. The kick out to Irving. For the three. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Smart misses.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Outside Irving. Back to Prince. The dish now to Jordan. Passes to LeVert. Right side Irving. Jordan can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 10. Williams kicks to Williams. Brown against Irving. Lets it go from the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Brown's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. Irving looking over the floor. Beyond the arc. And the Nets miss again.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Pass to Smart. Brown with it. And the shot goes in.
And I know the defense was all over Brown that time, guys, but in the end, he's just too skilled for him in the paint.
Outside Irving. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 8.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Here's Wanamaker. No good on the three. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Brown the pass to Wanamaker. Back to Brown. The high post shot. And he overshot that one, missing. Nets leading by 10. To the paint. And that's Prince. That time on the assist by Irving.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Smart finds Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Wanamaker the pass to Smart. Back to Wanamaker. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Brooklyn, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Irving up top. 14 points for him. Lets it go from deep. LeVert from outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Brooklyn. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Walker. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Enes Kanter is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. Here's Walker. And here's Tice. The kick out to Walker. 6 to shoot to the inside. Here's Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Cantor's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
Now here's Dinwiddie. The feed now to Allen. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they made over the course of this game.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Cantor. Now here's Durant. Harris lays it up off the glass. Harris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets.
Guard-like quickness of Durant makes him hard to guard. I mean, which in turn opens up passing lanes for him, too.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Stolen by Durant. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant's got the ball. A putback.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
The pass to Hayward. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Nets leading by 15. The drive by.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
So many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
And the Nets with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. A reverse. Allen right side. Crawford outside. Fires for 3. Durant, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hayward passes to Tice. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Now here's Tatum. The 9-footer's on the mark.
I like the quality of shots Tatum takes. I mean, concentrates on taking good shots within his range.
.152 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, KD. Over Tatum. They get it again. Pass to Harris. Dinwiddie wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics trail by 16. The shot by Hayward, wide open. No good with the triple. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now here's Durant. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. KD's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Brown wide open. He fires. Offline with his three. And here are the Nets. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Down low, outside for Durant. Shoots over Brown. The shot by KD. No good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Tatum against Harris. Tatum passes to Tice. The kick out to Walker. Brown outside. But they recover it. Tice finds Brown. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
playoffs to win the title. What has this season been like in terms of the roller coaster ride of emotions?
It's just been one of those seasons, the roller coaster ride, like you said. We all got there expecting, to be able to go to New York and take the rookies there. There was, everybody the first season, like me, Reese, and Ryan, were 3 years in the league, 3 seasons. And COVID hit, and now we're confined to our apartment.
The borough of Brooklyn. It's time for the NBA. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Ari out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. And looking at the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Irving against Lowry. The shot from the low post is good. Lowry's got the opening basket of the game for the Raptors. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
Strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Brooklyn with the ball. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. A steal. Anunoby with it. Guarded now by Irving. VanVleet passes to Lowry.
Kyle has a way of getting into a defender and drawing a foul.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And so Lowry nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Irving against Anunoby. Puts it up. Here's Allen. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Right at the free throw line. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Irving passes to Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
VanVleet looking around. Pass to Anunoby. Unloads. And again, no good by Toronto.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Lowry against Irving. Misses off the left iron.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Siakam's shot is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And finished off by KD.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
Lowry against Irving. Anunoby. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Durant against Siakam. The pass to Irving. 1:56 left in the first. Outside for Durant. 5 to shoot. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Irving. And that one hits back iron.
And they funk this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And the foul called on Jared Allen. That is his first foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Dinwiddie. And the Raptors also making a change. Davis is checked in for Kyle Lowry. Inside. Anunoby, good.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All Van Fleet does is make winning plays.
Outside Irving. To the middle. Here's Allen. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he recovers it. And a wide open look for Irving. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Siakam finds Davis. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Anunoby against LeVert. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the inside. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Durant.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
On the wing, Davis. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. From about 19 feet. And they pick up 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Davis with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Harris against Van Vliet. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Brooklyn making some changes. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for LeVert. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Gasol kicks to Powell. Right wing. Just 3 on the clock.
Not a physically imposing defender, but Kyrie with great footwork and timing to affect the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Toronto right now, we've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. There's Boucher out there with Marc Gasol. And there's Davis, and it's Powell in at the 2-guard. Hollis-Jefferson with it. Harris is there. Davis, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Boucher kicks to Powell. No good from outside. Nets leading by 8. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Gasol. Irving looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Powell against Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, Man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head, force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And it's Lowry penetrating, and the layup is good. Lowry's got 6.
Kyle Lowry isn't tall, but he is fearless going down there in the lane.
Lowry against Dinwiddie. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Poked away. Dinwiddie with the steal. Pass to Harris. He kicks it to Jordan. Passes it to Prince. Harris outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. Up again, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
Inside, Gasol with the steal. Fast break, Toronto. Lowry's got the ball. 2 points. That one goes. 10 points for Kyle Lowry.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
A good find by Kyle Lowry. Doesn't always get enough credit for his vision.
Dinwiddie with it. Lowry picks him up. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris outside. Lock at 6. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Gasol. Jordan finds Harris. Now here's Jordan, defended by Gasol. Hollis Jefferson in the post. Harris is there. Dinwiddie with the steal. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And it's LeVert in for Luavu. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Anunoby, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Norman Powell. VanVleet wide open. And again, Toronto no up. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's KD. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lowry against Dinwiddie. And another shot. Nifty move. And the layup good by Ibaka.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Got it up. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the footage relayed to the officials.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression?
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. Nets leading by 5. It's stolen by Ibaka. Anunoby. It's a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That wing athleticism and toughness. The future for Anunoby is very bright.
Irving for 3. And no good that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Lowry passes to Siakam. Misses from close range. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball, and there it is for him. Irving's got 10 points.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Van Vliet outside. The basket and the foul. It's on Jared Allen.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred Van Vliet. He is tough and he's aggressive. Fred Van Vliet, a weapon from the outside, has a great shot that he can pull up at a moment's notice. He's consistent on catch and shoots as well as off the dribble.
Irving for 3. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Lowry finds Anunoby. The game now all time. He has 5.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
And with Van Vliet, about half of his shots are from deep.
You're right, GA. That's the #1 part of his offense, of his game right now. He can shoot it deep, but he also can drive it. He shoots a low field goal percentage from those shots because of the distance. But I love Fred Van Vliet. He knows how to play.
For 3, Van Vliet. But they'll get another chance. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through asserts himself at the rim.
It's Durant on the wing, and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in, and Toronto will go for a different look here. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
There's Hollis Jefferson, and it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Outside for Davis. Tips it up, and Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
And a deep 3 from Irving. And it's Toronto with the rebound. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Davis dishes to Gasol. Back to Davis. This one for three. Shot clock reset for Toronto. To the left wing. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. LeVert defending. Here's Davis. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from KD. Here's Allen. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Boucher. Down low. Allen against Gasol. Knocked loose and stolen by Irving. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. KD's got 6.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Outside, Davis. Dishes to Powell. Outside for Davis. Pass to Gasol. Over Allen. Tries from the block. The shake. Can't get the layup. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. 2K Sports back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam kicks to VanVleet. Shoots over LeVert. And the shot is long. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. LeVert the pass to Durant. And stolen by Siakam. Here's VanVleet. And he comes up with the deuce.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. KD crosses in. And then Durant with the jam.
Wow, the skills at his size. Durant makes a number of moves every game that just leaves you shaking your head.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Durant feeling it out a bit. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
To the paint, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. It's Durant on the wing. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lowry drives in. It's good. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
Here's KD. Here's Jordan. And the pass to Prince. Jordan with it. Covered by Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Jordan's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
Well, if there was a big bucket made in this game, you knew it would come from Lowry.
Dinwiddie with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And the shot goes in.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. KD against Siakam. Durant pitch to LeVert. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Van Vliet. That shot off. Prince with the defensive effort. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Irving's checked in for Taurean Prince. Right side Lowry. Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Lowry drives in, and the shot is good. Lowry's got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
He's been calling his own number all night, and Lowry's not wrong. He's the one with the hot hand.
Allen finds Irving. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Kyrie never losing his composure. He is deadly in the clutch.
Lowry. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And the shot by Lowry is the definition of clutch. He relishes being the man in these moments.
Irving drives in. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team. What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Irving. LeVert in the corner. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's 2-on-1. Siakam with it. Guarded now by Irving. The coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Thank you, David. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, he's a tough kid who comes from a tough town, Philadelphia. You just love Lowry's spirit and his fight.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And here's Irving. From deep three-point range, can't knock in the 3. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional...
To our apartments, practicing from our apartments, playing from our apartments. It was a lot of stress. A lot of people didn't get to see their families until the end of the season. And we just somehow bottled all that up and told each other that we can either remember this season or we can look back and say, man, we had a great team. We didn't get the job done. And once we started looking at it that way, we just started running the course and playing for each other.
And let's...
Kevin, thanks.
Absolutely, D.A. Thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Now here's Embiid. Now Allen. Irving with it. From deep. It's hauled in by Harris.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Simmons slams it in.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Simmons can't get it to go. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And KD, the bucket on the assist by Irving.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving has proven to be a sensational teammate.
Here's Richardson. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here is Irving. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Look at Harris's dedication. I mean, chasing down the boards and ending the possession on his terms.
Allen kicks to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Pass to Embiid. Up top, Simmons. Harris outside. For 3, Richardson. Here's Horford. Allen with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. That's tipped.
There's an intensity to Richardson's defense. He puts full effort into it. Loves being that thorn in your side.
Horford finds Embiid. Can't hit from 12.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through the fingers.
LeVert in the corner. Irving with a clean look. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And look at that. The massive size of Embiid. He uses it well to cause problems for the defense.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. They could use a bucket. A putback. It's good on the putback.
I I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Burks looking around.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Jordan shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Credit to Jordan for finishing in spite of the foul. He never relents on the play.
Korkmaz checked in for Robinson, and it's tied up with that one. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Philadelphia 76ers. Back to Scott. There's the triple. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The three. Scott can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Feibel. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Will it go? And there's the nice layup by Burks.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Here's Luwawu. The long distance three is buried. Luwawu's got 5. On the wing, Scott. Can't cash in from close range. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with block.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Joel Embiid. Mike Scott out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Burks in at the 1. Jared Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. Karis LeVert comes in for Taurean Prince. Richardson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Durant feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Allen's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 7.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Now, here is Irving. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Now Irving. Following the three-point attempt by Josh Richardson.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nets leading by 10. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Allen outside for Durant. And on the way from Irving for three. Here's Allen. Back to Durant. There's the pass to Irving. Tips it. And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
It takes a lot to shake Richardson's focus. He's adept at absorbing the hit and finishing the play.
The 76ers making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. That's good from Richardson.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5, and it's blocked by Simmons. To the middle, and Robinson throws it down hard.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Irving looking for an opening. A minute 42 left now here in the second. Allen. Shot clock at 5. The 19-foot shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 7.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
And the basket by Harris.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Irving against Simmons. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu-Cabarrot, he's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Ben Simmons. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And you never hear about it, but Durant is very strong. That allows him to finish on shots like that.
Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Luwawu. He's got 5. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Horford, no luck.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
But they get it back. Pass to Allen. Back to Dinwiddie. He gets that one.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Here's Thybulle. Embiid, the pass to Richardson. Here's Thybulle. Oh, he hit it! He hit it!
What a great shot!
And that 3 makes things just a little more.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. Their lead at one point was up to 7. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Taurean Prince.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms to the layup.
Here's Harris, and Durant sends it back.
Well, you aren't going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
And the 3-ball is good. Irving's got 8 points. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. And it's Prince in for LeVert.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Irving from long range drills the 3-pointer. Irving's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nets.
And the 3-pointers is becoming a weapon for him now. You can see it. I mean, this is the second of this half, third overall. This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
From past the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Burks. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And they finally get one to go. I mean, and just in time, an 0 for 4 start to the second half can really make a team tighten up.
Outside Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Fires the 3. Traps in the tray. Irving's got 12 now in this quarter.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Embiid drives in, and the shot goes down. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
The offensive rebound. KD dishes to Prince. The kick out to Irving. Here's Dinwiddie. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 18.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
Simmons against Irving. On the wing. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
The 76ers trail by 18. Here's Korkmaz, and it's good. 2 points.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Shot on the wing. Misses off the right eye. 76ers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Burks' shot is good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Brooklyn leading by 14. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here is Irving. 19 points in the game. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Jordan. Over to the left wing. The Nets working the ball around now. From downtown. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the off. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Josh Richardson out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Milton in at the three. Here's Luau from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. On the wing, Milton. Banked in off the glass.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Brooklyn leading by 10. Pass to Jordan. That's tipped. Inside. Here's Allen. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Richardson kicks to Harris. Here's Thybulle. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
Goes back up. Jordan the pass to Allen. Here's Luau. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 14.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Shoots from 14. That one a little long. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Luau. It's LeVert on the wing. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Harris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Richardson attacking. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Oh, what an athlete Richardson is. Outstanding at knifing his way inside and converting.
Here's Luau. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Buries it from 3-point range. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
This is why coaches preach ball security to their teams. That sequence right there.
They get it back. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Richardson. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. That's 7 points for Josh Richardson.
Well, not a big guy, but Richardson has no fear of the contact. I mean, he stays strong and gets his finish.
Luwawu. Horford with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Here's Fable. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Nets leading by 11.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nets.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. When everything started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Matisse Thybulle.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. And the Nets lead by 16.
Another area where Irving is lethal. I mean, sweet release on his three-ball.
Here's Embiid, shoots over LeVert. For three, Richardson, but they'll get another chance. For three, Harris bangs home the trifecta. And here is Irving. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.